with the Olaf. So things are just very, very, very
wobble combo. So we'll see if they can force KT into some fight. It's just a play, and now he's going to be very far up the lane here, as Doran is going to get really way too far, but the response here from Chovy, trying to turn this one around. Bono making his way up to make it a 3-on-3. Probably going to get another plate here, actually, on top of it. So it's going to be a full 162 aiming, who is getting quite stacked with his CS and the amount of plates that he has. But DRX, they're really making a big case here to try to fight around this Infernal. Try to take it away from the Olaf comp, who usually is going to have a little bit of an advantage. Keria, though, is pretty low. Here's going to be the engage coming in from KT. The TP comes in as Namateui actually goes down here. The front line gets flat ultimated, but that's about it, as now the knockup is going to come down onto Soan, and no one dies.
Yeah, I mean, DRX managed to make them retreat, though, from the Dragon, which in itself is a pretty big victory. This is going to buy them a lot of time, as well as give them a little bit of amp for some of their champions. Obviously, Galio, not the biggest.
Coming in from KT, everybody moving to the bottom side, including Olaf, so they're just going to give Shirley away here, which, at the end of the day, isn't the biggest deal. Of course, Shirley usually just gets turret damage and maybe doesn't even get. Okay, they're not even actually okay. They're going to TP in here. This is kind of interesting, the position from Kuro. Trying to lock down Pyosik. The kick comes in, and he's trying to use that blasting plant. A really nice play to just maneuver himself over to the blasting plant and get over the wall. What about some
honestly,
of that?
Not a big fan. I'll tell you what I'm a fan of after this.
Well, I thought you were going to say Lee Sin dying, but it's not going to happen. So you're not going to get your wish today, LS, aka Lee Sin. He is going to survive. And it was just like a little mini skirmish before this Ocean Drake. And you can see that with Shirley available here for DRX. They're trying to pressure them back in the mid lane. Here comes that Ghost back in, but it's only going to hit Galio, which does absolutely nothing. Charge will go down. But again, just a little bit of turret damage. Still just posturing here before this Ocean Drake. And nobody has died. Okay, maybe here going in now is Keria. He gets extremely low, but starts off the fight, and finally, Pyosik is going to go down. We will have our first kill. Chovy not able to do anything. That's a double, and a huge hook comes in from Tucson, and they're trying to lay down onto depth here and pick up another one. That is 3 in a row now, as KT did go extremely far underneath that turret, but they're actually going to pick up another kill as Doran sticks around and Keria TP's in for no reason. Aphelios, as Doran is angry. We've seen this before. They're going to try to punish Soan here, and I think they should. Okay, the stopwatch. He's got Zonya's, but it's not going to be enough. 2-on-1. He's not going to feel too good against the Aphelios, as now they're really trying to make a couple of moves here, actually. They're going to get on top of Depth, who is dead. And here comes the other move, trying to lock down Doran. It's going to be a huge amount of sniper damage coming in from aiming, but
yeah,
that's about it.
At 30 minutes, and with Galio being stuck on items, Lee Sin not really achieving anything.
Okay, we've got a lot of lights coming from the sky. That's a really nice setup here by Keria. But where's the damage? Where's the range? Aiming, look at him in the back. He has so much room. There's no way for DRX to get on in there. They already used all of their backline dive and their engage. And now this is going to be a total rout here by the side of KT. That is 3 kills. You can see that Keria is just going to go home, and KT are just demolishing DRX here in this first game.
Well, the DRX, I mean, they can try to hang on for dear life.
Okay, well, Kuro
might go down here. Yeah.
He flashes for some reason. I don't know why you would flash there. Maybe trying to buy a little bit more time, but they were already going to get the inhibitors, so.
Get the Dragon. There's no possible way for you to lose the team. Okay, the game is...
Yeah.
Everyone is immortal right now.
Yeah. Okay, they're going to kick in Pyosik. Or rather, Pyosik is going to kick him in. Tucson is easily going to be able to just stopwatch it, and everybody on the side of DRX is just running away. Doran trying to engage on the back line, but He's immediately going to have to flash away from that one. The wild card's not going to do the job, but the axe
Whoa,
will.
fail flash, yeah.
And aiming is just, I mean, he's a monster right now. At least Pyosik is going to be able to dodge the Moonlight Vigil. And that's going to be game one. Very straightforward. There wasn't a lot of action in this one. You can see that KT just going to zone him out. And Doran and the rest of the team, they're going to throw up the thumbs up. And KT will easily be able to stroll around to a victory here up against our #1 team in the LCK.
And it's just such an eerie victory, is ultimately what it is. It's a massive upset to start this series off. And if DRX gets 2-0'd,
choice, but they weren't able to, you know, make any of their positives of their comp work at all.
Need to win through that method. You just look at it and you look at every champion, you run down the list and you ask.
Side of Tucson and Kuro, of course, a big LeBlanc player.
8.1 KDA. Deft getting a lot of damage out, but Ignite comes out by Tushin. And aiming, he has teleport available. Tushin and KT, I mean, they're dead even right now. Keria, Magical Journey out of there. Meanwhile, down in bot lane, not a whole lot happening. Okay, well.
Well, yeah, I mean, there is going to be the flash on in, and with that Hextech ultimatum, do they have the damage? The stun comes in, and finally, Pyosik is going to lock down that first blood very early on.
That are going to convert into anything super meaningful. Now, Pyosik, he comes over here. It looks like they really wanted to fight the Rift Herald, but they're going to arrive to it a little bit too late. Pyosik not going to go for any sort of a steal. Okay.
Well, Pyosik might just get burst down here. That is a really nice stun, actually, denying Bono from getting in and out. Chovy is going to be able to lock down that first kill. They do take down the Camille, as a huge Shusha Barrage is going to come in, and now Kuro, kind of like a sitting duck here, he's going to have to flash and distort as the TP comes in pretty late out of aiming. So, at the end of the day, I mean, you look at the golds. Yes, Chovy did pick up a kill, but they're also going up against a kill on the Blanc. And the Rift Herald is going to help out here on the push as well. Never mind. Bard, pretty good at stopping Rift Herald pushes. Is getting in onto Chovy, losing some of those trades. You can see, though, Shusha Barrage had spotted that nobody was doing the Dragon, as Tucson not going to be able to get in there, and he is going to be the sacrifice. So it's Mountain Drake, or he flashed away. I guess they do at least get the flash out of that player. As now, Soan is in a lot of trouble. Chovy's here at the same time, so he's just going to be stunned up and taken down. And the kill given over to that Camille, who's going to start scaling up. Going to be able to chunk down aiming before the this fight does begin. You can see that Kuro and so on, they have a nice amount of mobility. At the end of the day, it's just the one Cloud Drake, so I don't think that KT have to overcommit to this, and I don't think that DRX have to either, but DRX very confidently moving forward. There's the engage, and a huge Bard ultimate in the back, but Tucson is able to take up a lot of that, but it holds him in place to get aiming, and there you go. You mentioned they don't have to commit until they've got you already.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what Bard can do. But at the same time, this fight has been totally broken up. Chovy and Keria were off by themselves.
Now, can DRX deduce that, hey, Aphelios is, yeah, they can. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Positively.
Well, they're pinging it. Deft is really the only one that's moving over here. Tucson in a really awkward spot alone.
Oh?
This looks pretty okay, but they're a little bit too little too late. The smite is off, but it doesn't matter.
Is honestly a bit surprising, given the DRX.
Oh, they're going to lock him down, but here comes Keria and Pyosik over the wall. That's going to be a missed ultimate thrown out, though, by the Sejuani. Follow-up rotation from KT means that DRX will back away. I suppose they of Drake's here.
Aiming, just trying to shove in the mid wave. It looks like KT is looking for a team fight at this Dragon. They're going to raise the mid-tier 1 turret. They're going for mid-tier 2.
Yeah.
This is all but going to just reduce.
Okay, Tucson is going to be stunned up for quite a while, and he's going to just walk straight into them and use that knock-up to get a huge amount of value. But Chovy in the back line trying to do that damage. He's going to be able to sweep up Soan here.
Yeah.
And finally, his team is going to come in here and try to help him out here. Doran able to jump on in, but nobody actually going down. A ton of low health bars as Kuro, the shark, is looking to pounce. But can he do that? He's looking to get over the wall, and that might just be his death. This is going to be stunned for so long. And now KT say, well, after that, we can't exactly burst a dragon or anything like that. So TP coming in, you got Camille, and they're all on vision. You know that aiming is going to be that first target as the root is going to come in. Can they try to turn this around? I've seen crazier things with the Aphelios, but he doesn't quite have the right guns. And so he is going to be pressured down as the TP is, in fact, going to get a nice amount of value. So on. Oh, you see Chovy. Now he's lurking. He's looking for that play, and he's going to have his ultimate again at the end of this one. That's going to be the double kill, and now DRX. But if you just lock yourself in a pit up against a Ken and an Aphelios, you're not going to have a good time. As now they're going to engage on Tabano, but he does have Merc Treads, thankfully. He's going to be able to get over there. They're both going to dodge that one, but you can't dodge this. As down will go. Lee in. Nice follow-up here. We do have, well, Soan's just going to die immediately. Aiming in the back line. But he can't quite get in there. As you can see, Chovy is going to get a lot of value. Kuro, though, is able to do a bit, but he is eventually going to go down. And with Doran available alongside a Deft, DRX will be able to tie up the series 1-1.
Yeah.
As they're going to take down the Nexus right now.
And so in a very strong punchback here in game number 2, DRX, they come in full scaling and manage to bust the game wide open once it reaches the mid stages. The most well, not quite the most damage in the game, very close. Yeah,
I know you wanted to shout him out. This begins. And I've been training this season after the amount of poke that Jace and Ezreal and Bard. And there's not much going on here. This is generally when me and the co-caster. Okay, we do have a gank though coming on in. They're trying to get on top of aiming. There is going to be the stun, but there's not really anything to happen as the flash from Tucson comes in, and he's just gonna give away first blood. He's trying to feed aiming, of course, but that was extremely. Now we're talking like 95-5. Maybe it's even worse. As even Keria is trying to pull off the insanely risky plays. And really just trying to soften up aiming for the follow-up gank that's coming down here. The red smite already going to go down, and that is about the easiest kill you've ever seen. Pyosik just going to stand still for a little bit. Olaf, he's going to cry. He's going to wipe his eyes with those axes, where he's going to do absolutely nothing except pick up all of this farm. The solo farm at the same time, so she's actually going to be able to scale up quite nicely. Aiming's dead. I don't really. I think they should have backed off a bit sooner than this. They didn't even need like a trundle or anything like that, and so the 2-on-2 probably would have gone the way of Keria and Deft anyway. So I'm gonna miss the cannon. And now this is what I was talking about committing to the top lane. This is one way you can try to zone the Jace away, maybe get a kill, and then get the turret. But Yoshik right here, right on time. Ragnarok is going to come out just in case that Chovy's nearby. But here's Chovy. We could see a pretty massive play, although he doesn't actually have his ultimate, remember. So actually scratch that. We're not going to have a massive play. We're not going to have anything. We're just going to have TP coming back in as, okay, Keria. Okay. Not sure what he's doing there. He's going to lock down the turret at least, but Jace is still going to die. I feel like Keria is really feeling it now. He's really feeling it. That was like the Bard play to end all Bard plays. You can see that a heal is going to be thrown out. Now Chovy is thinking about taking this one as he takes a turret shot. But now you're able to get your champions out there on the map sooner. Look at Chovy's positioning. He's not able to get on the map at all. Because of that, he can't help. Doran is okay. Nice little play from him, but the shield is going to keep him alive for quite a while. So that will allow KT to trade it back. Casting. And so we'll see. I'll be solo casting for the meantime. Pyosik is going to get hooked, but he does not have Subjugate. And now, again, they're very deep in here. The Olaf not going to be able to do much by himself, though. He has to wait. And Pyosik, in fact, very fast. The flash in from aiming trying to root Chovy. Again, these are kind of like solo queue-esque plays, right? Like if you're trying to limit test, if you're trying to look cool in solo queue, that's a play that you might make. But from personal experience, I feel like going for the... Oh, he's actually going to catch him here. This might be a dead blitz as the flash on in. He's trying to make the most of it and trying to feed aiming. As the ultimate's going to come in, he finally gets a kill. But Chovy is going to put an end to that madness. As now flashing away is Chovy, the Olaf getting a lot of value here. Pyosik coming on in, Keria running away up on the top side. As finally the Olaf dies, and the stun comes in from Bard, as Kuro's also going to go down. But now So1 in the midst of so many weak members of DRX. He's going to be able to take out the Jace, but these Bard stuns are insane. Or 9 out of 21 games, I think it is. But Keria knows how to make them work, and this is how you make the Brad dream work, guys. This is how you do it. Go for aggressive, proactive plays, especially when you're ahead. And he's already got 10 assists in this game. I mean, Keria is just everywhere. Nobody can move against him. They're all stunned. Generally, you want to have that one. As we're going to throw down Shirley down in the bottom lane. KT are going to try to take some of the focus away from the mid side, but they're trying to collapse now. Our DRX, I think we got to look towards Sohan here. Chovy, though, has to be careful. He can't just dive in. There's a lot of damage between the two of them. Meanwhile, in the jungle, we got a 3-on-3 going. That's going to be a missed Azir ultimate as Tucson going to have to flash away. We're zooming in over here on the left. Aiming has to flash over the wall. He's not going to get a lot of value as So1 finally able to turn that one around down on the bottom side. They should win that 2v2 as Chovy is desperate, and maybe they will not, as no, the Q is going to come in. And finally, So1 will be able to pick up that double kill. Unfortunately for him, though, the rest of his team lost the fight in their own jungle, as we'll have to take another look at that one and see exactly how that did happen. I know that Keria was part of it, so perhaps. And again, KT are kind of reduced to smoke and mirrors. They don't even have the LeBlanc this time around, but they do have an ability to catch Doran, who's going to flash away. He's quite fast, but he's still going to be going down here. As okay, Tempered Fate going to come in. Keria trying to buy some time. Gonna throw the heal in, but down he will go, but here's Death, and he's 8-1-2. Can they burst him down? They can, as actually the 80 carries will be traded. That is a massive amount of gold in the pockets of aiming now. And Chovy's mid. Yeah, I don't know why he's just there alone by himself. He doesn't have TP. He's like, no, you know what, guys? I'm just gonna take the turret. I don't know why we're fighting. I'm a pacifist. I like to take down buildings. I like to play PvE, guys. Can we not PvP? As now DRX are trying to force this 3v4. Subjugate is in, and Chovy is going to get the massive engage, but the exhaust takes away so much of his value. And why are DRX doing this? They did not have to force it. Doran here. If it was any other support, he probably would have gotten away. Well, aiming died. We're going to have to wait and see. Let's take a look at the replay here. Is it Keria again? Oh, it's Keria again. I should have known. Why did I even think it was anyone else? He actually missed the binding. I feel like I caster cursed him after it happened. And DRX here, they don't have Baron or anything. They're just straight up pushing. As okay, really nice. Zonya's there to deny the hook. The flash used by the Blitzcrank, but the zone, or rather the root, is going to come in. As, why did Pyosik just take that one? He's taking an immense amount of damage. He has to throw out the Subjugate, but the stun is going to come in. Thankfully, he's Trundle, as that is a huge hook! Finally, we see the wild card come in from Tucson, and that is why you pick Blitzcrank. It's, during that time, you can just poke him out. With your Ezreal, with your Jace. They're going to have such a hard time getting into this. Just look at that. It's not even hitting. Okay, the shields go up, and now they're down. And I think they're just going to go. Okay, here we go. The burst onto that one. They get the Baron. Trundle will have to flash away, but that's going to be a huge Tempered Fate once again onto 3 members. He lands the stun, and there is the poke damage coming in. The immediate exhaust goes down, but it doesn't matter. Keria is just lining him up and knocking them down like bowling pins. This Bard is insane. As there you have it, TPs are gonna come in as play-by-play makes it much easier. As, yeah, they're just going to go for the win here. We'll see if they can pick it up. They throw down a tempered fate. They say, well, you can't get in here, and it doesn't really matter about those. No hooks are going to go down, and that's going to be it. GG. 30 minutes, 30 seconds. Said, oh, thank God. We were able to win that one. In the out deft, he got super